It is hard to give explanation how amazing Bali is, unless you visit it once, and for sure, you will have consideration to extend your holiday and enjoy more unforgettable experience in Bali.
What a perfect chance to start again. From the TV set, we don't need it.
For this episode, I'm taking you to Hubud. Firstly, we are going to visit Hubud, the foremost co-working space in Hubud, Bali. After that, we are going to have a lunch at Nasi Ayam Kedewatan Ibu Mangku. And lastly, we are gonna get a new coffee experience at Seniman Coffee Studio. So, stay tuned! Working at office sphere is boringly common. What if we work in such cafes, spa, and coffee shop circumstances? Hubud is a co-working space to conduct various societies from diverse backgrounds and meet their needs of collaborative and supporting circumstances. And lately, Hubud is well known among entrepreneurs who have just started their business and willing to get some more idea.
And the idea is to be a place where people can come and connect and collaborate, and to kind of be like a space where people who would normally spend time on their computers in cafes or at home have a chance to gather and connect with each other. So we have right now 250 members from over 30 countries around the world. We have members from Bali, members from Indonesia, of course, and then members from as far away as Russia. We have lots of Americans here, lots of Australians. So it's really a kind of a gathering place in Hubud for people who like to do things in the digital economy.
Not only in world-famous big cities, co-working space can also be found now in Bali. And here's the place. Hubud is located at Monkey Forest Street, Ubud, Gianyar.
Hubud is a co-working space. We're actually in our space right now here in Ubud, Bali. We've been open since March of 2013. So the idea of a co-working space or a hub has been around for about 10 years, and it started in the United Kingdom, in the UK, in London. And a bunch of people who were spending time sort of working in an office or working at cafes realized, oh, we could all gather together in one place and share an office. And so they started this idea of a co-working space.
Well known as an international village, Hubud offers breezing air and peaceful atmosphere. Far away from the usual hurly-burly of Bali's tourist attractions. So, it's a great choice to make this location as a co-working space.
We chose Hubud because we know that there was a lot of people from around the world who were here, who needed this, who needed a place where they could come, that had good internet, that had interesting people that they could connect with. So it just kind of made sense. We were already living here. It was we had brought our children here and our families here, and there was three of us expats that came from different places. And we decided that this would be a good place to open. I think one of the things that makes Hubud a bit different is we have a very international mix of members who come here. So we have members from over 30 countries. And I actually think we are the most international co-working space in the world. People from Japan, people from Russia, people from Brazil. Everyone has kind of coming here. And that's one of the things that makes it a really exciting place for us, we think. The other thing I think that Hubud is a bit different from is that we're not in a major city. We're in a small town in the middle of Bali. So it's not Jakarta, it's not Singapore, it's not New York. It's a small town, and we have sort of, green spaces right next door. And that's different because when you think about most co-working spaces, they're in big cities. But this is kind of the way in which a lot of people are working now, which is they're coming into places like Hubud from around the world and finding places like this to connect and to do the kind of things that they would normally do in a big city.
The interior of Hubud is surrounded by semi-permanent space that mostly made of bamboo. This brings a natural touch that's really close to the nature. Here we can find working desks that you can use, along with conference and meeting rooms as well as cafe. So you can experience a new working space that's really different from other tedious office place.
So this kind of office, this kind of co-working space is really a different kind of office. In a normal place you might work in a cubicle and you might have a window to look outside. But here we have green, we have a rice paddy next door, and we also have a cafe that serves green juice and healthy food, salads and all kinds of healthy food. So it really doesn't feel like an office. It's a much more relaxed environment. We even have bean bags where people can sit. We have hanging chairs. So it's really not like a place you would normally work or get things done on the computer. And then a big part of what we also do that's a bit different is we have a lot of events. And we have events often at lunchtime, we have events at night. And these are chances for members to collaborate, to share ideas, just say what they're working on. And then once in a while we have big events, like a startup weekends, and we're having a conference for coworkers coming up in January. So that's a big part of what we do also, and it gives people a chance to meet and connect and collaborate.
For creative workers and business folks who needs to access information as fast as possible, Hubud provides an ultra-fast internet connection up to 10 Mbps as one of feature facilities that you can get in here. To enjoy the convenient co-office space and facilities, we can choose the membership types such as casual, in and out, pro and unlimited. For the unlimited membership, costs about 2.5 million rupiahs per month with 24 hours free reward of enjoying all the facilities provided. Meanwhile, for you who don't need too many working hours, you can choose the casual membership that covers 25 working hours for 500,000 rupiahs per month.
And the way in which it works is it kind of works like a gym membership. So you go to a fitness center and pay a monthly membership. It's the same for the hub here. So you pay a membership every month and you can choose different levels of membership. And then depending on how much you pay, you get a certain amount of access to the space. Of course, a big part of what we do at Hubud is internet, to have a really good internet connection. So that's super important. And we have BizNet is one of our sponsors, and we have a very excellent internet connection, a fiber optic connection.
Hubud has changed our point of view towards the conventional working principle that's really full of competition and stressfulness, to the collaborative and networkable concept. Perhaps, from indulging yourself in these stressful circumstances, or meeting some new folks to share some great ideas, you can get an epiphany to start your own business. So, what are you waiting for?
I get to meet people who are like me or who in a similar business to me, and so the learning that I get from that is fantastic.
You know, even for such a small town, we get very good internet, which is really nice.
Alright, that's all for Hubud. Now I'm going to take you to have your lunch at Nasi Ayam Kedaulatan Ibu Mangku. Let's get some meals!